Malaysia is an extremely multicultural, diverse and multi-religious country filled with people from all over the world.
However, the three main ethnic groups here are Malay, Chinese and Indian, with their main religions being Islam, Buddhism, Christianity and Hinduism.
So today we are in the capital city of Malaysia, which is Kuala Lumpur, and it is filled with beautiful buildings, landmarks and so many religious sites. So today we're going to go to some of these places of worship and learn a little bit more about the main religions here in Malaysia.
So we are starting off our day by going to visit one of the main Hindu temples right here in the heart of KL. This is the Sir Maha Manaram Temple and it's located just on the edge of Chinatown, right in the city centre.
At first glance, the entrance to this temple will completely captivate you as it draws you in with the building's southern Indian style, beautiful architecture and vibrant colours. So while we have been travelling, we have visited so many Hindu temples, most of them being while we were in India earlier this year. We went to loads all across the country and they are definitely some of the most colourful temples that we have been to. Out of everywhere we go to, we love coming and just checking out a Hindu temple. It's so detailed, so colourful, so bright and so interesting. There's so many different sculptures everywhere and we don't really know what they are, but they're still really nice to look at.
This temple was actually founded in 1873, making it the oldest Hindu temple in all of Kuala Lumpur. And if you're lucky and you time your visit here just right, you might even get an opportunity to witness one of the many ceremonies or rituals that take place here most days.
The temple grounds here are actually pretty small, so it's not going to take you too long to walk around and see everything. But if you're anything like us and love to spend time taking pictures and getting lost in thought while staring at all the imagery, wondering what it all might mean and represent, you might end up spending a lot more time here than expected.
So the most well-known Hindu temple here in Kuala Lumpur would probably be the Batu Caves, which is about a 30-45 minute ride outside of the city centre, and it is a very cool location to go and check out. If you're coming to KL just for a few days, I would say go and look at it. It is very nice. However, it is very overcrowded, and because of this there's also quite a bit of rubbish around. There is a lot of monkeys as well, so whether you like monkeys or not, that's either a good thing or a bad thing. But we wanted to come to this one because it's in the heart of KL. It just feels slightly more authentic. It is very peaceful, with very little people around, and it is honestly just stunning walking around here, looking at all the colour, all the designs and all the art that is just painted the whole way around this temple. So it's still quite early in the morning and we are getting a wee bit hungry, so we thought before we go to our next location we'd stop off for a wee bit of Malaysian breakfast.
And a nice kopi as well, of course. Size of this though, and it is so good. I might need a second. Thank you. Oh, looks good.
So we have ordered roti canais, which is a traditional Malaysian style breakfast. They are like a bread kind of very similar to an Indian paratha, or like a chapati, kind of like a flaky chapati. They are so tasty, so good. They come with different wee dals, different curries and different spices as well. And these are fantastic. They're boiling hot. They're really cheap as well. They're only 180 ringgit for one of them, so we've got two each. It'll fill us up and it'll keep us going until our next bit of food. Oh, perfect. Thank you so much. Oh, fantastic, thank you.
So the man just came down with this plate of stuff and we weren't too sure what it was, but since tasting it, we're pretty sure that it's condensed milk. So it transforms what this breakfast meal should be into the tastiest dessert ever. Very bad, but very good. For our next stop, we have come to the National Mosque of Malaysia.
The National Mosque, or also known as Masjid Negara, is one of many Islamic places of worship situated here in Kuala Lumpur.
This mosque sits on 13 acres of gardens, with its key feature being a 73-metre high minaret and a 13-pointed star concrete main roof painted in different shades of blue. This is so lovely. There's so many water features the whole way around, and the sound of water is just so calming, so peaceful. It's really beautiful here.
Okay, so it looks like we have actually timed this pretty well. It's starting to rain here at the minute, so we're gonna head inside the mosque now, get a wee bit of shelter, and hopefully just have a proper wee look around. Maybe even find out some more information about kind of Islam, about this mosque in particular, and learn something when we're here. When entering any mosque, you have to remove your shoes, and normally if you're a tourist like us, you also have to use a special tourist entrance. Every time we visit a mosque, we're normally not dressed fully appropriately. Either we have our knees out or Ashley has her shoulders out, so we always have to wear the robes, but they provide them for free here, and it's just respectful to put them on and to cover up when you're going in the mosque. These ones are a nice and purple one. Let's see. Nice over the head too, and they're nice and light. Sometimes you get them and they're very heavy and they're quite warm, but these are nice and light. Do they look nice? Yes. Purple's my colour.
And all the women have to wear with their hoods up as well. But yeah, this has like been the nicest fitting robe. It's nice and light as Owen said, so I'm not gonna get too warm, hopefully.
Ready.
What I didn't expect to find in here were like loads of vendors and shops all lined up, but I was a little bit peckish, so I got myself some sweets.
Of course you did.
I have a very sweet tooth.
I was gonna say sweet tooth, Ashley.
The main prayer hall here is massive, with the mosque having a capacity of 15,000 people. Prayer was just beginning as we arrived, and once we sat down in the main hall, we were quickly joined by a lovely man who was dying to share some information with us.
Okay, whether you are a CEO, you are a king or whatsoever, before God, you are all the same.
Muslim men and women pray 5 times every day and always pray in the direction of Mecca, which is situated in Saudi Arabia. And when coming to the mosque for prayer, men go to the front and women either go to the back, the side or the upper level. Since coming back to Malaysia, this is the 3rd mosque that we have visited. In Putrajaya we went to the Pink Mosque and to the Iron Mosque, and then today this is the 3rd experience, and each time that we have went we have been welcomed in with open arms. Someone has come over and give us some information on the mosque and on Islam itself, and to be perfectly honest with you, we didn't know too much about Islam and about mosques, and it's been a really eye-opening experience for us. So if it is something that you're interested in learning a little bit more about, we would definitely encourage you to come and check it out for yourself, and you might come away with a different perspective and a different respect for the Islam religion. And we have arrived to our final destination, and already I am really impressed by it. It's huge! This is a very well-known Chinese temple called Thian Hao, and as you can see, it's pretty stunning. This temple is slightly further out of KL city centre, but it's well worth your while coming to check it out. Thian Hao is the largest Chinese temple in all of KL, and it's also a pretty popular spot for a lot of tourists, but this doesn't mean that it's lost any of its charm. Covered in lanterns and traditional Chinese imagery, this temple features some very impressive and contemporary architecture. It nearly feels like you have been transported out of Malaysia when walking around the temple grounds. So what we didn't realise is that this temple actually sits at quite a height. From here you have a beautiful view out over the skyline and the city of KL. However, we are just not having any luck today with our weather. It is so dark, there's thunder rumbling in the air as well, so it looks like we are going to get washed out after a while. But there is so much colour going on here. Straight away when you come up, the colour's just popping, and honestly it looks so beautiful. And once again, once we got inside the main prayer area, we were completely taken back by the colours, the patterns and the designs that cover every inch of this room. Inside the temple downstairs, we could see a lot of people gathering at the front and making like a banging noise with a lot of sticks. We weren't too sure what was going on, and then one of the staff members came over and informed us that it is actually a Chinese good luck practice. So after a while he informed us that it was called the lottery pottery. Whether this is actually the real name or not, I'm not sure, but personally I love it. We then took part, me and Owen both had a go, and the idea is that you have all these sticks inside like a cylinder, and each stick is numbered, which it has a matching numbered drawer afterwards.
You hold all of the sticks together and you say a prayer, and then whenever you're ready, you release them. At the very end, there'll be one stick that points up above the rest, and then you pick out that stick. You go to your drawer and you pick out your good fortune. And mine was, be careful, your fortune is changing for the better. From the 8th moon to the 12th moon, all will gradually turn to your advantage. And Owen's was,
Nothing comes from nothing. Let nature take its course and to fight against odds.
this is something that we have never seen or never taken part in before, so it was really interesting, firstly to learn about it, and second to have a go as well.
There you have it, we have now visited 3 of the main places of worship here in the city of KL.
There are obviously so many places of worship to pick from, but these 3 we wanted to go and visit because we haven't actually been to them before.
No, this was the first time we actually went to any of these, so yeah, it was very interesting for us and we really wanted to bring you along with us to go and check them out. If you are coming to Malaysia, coming to KL, definitely we would recommend going and checking out some of the places of worship around the country. They're so interesting and you get to learn so much as well, and we really hope that you did learn something from this video too. We really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching and hopefully you will join us again. See you later.